Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do with you, I'm going to show you how to do question 13. So please be really aware, these complex unfamiliar ones are going to be difficult. With practice, they of course will become less difficult, and a couple of years later they'll become like, they won't be complex really, they might even be familiar. But it's almost a bit of luck. I was discussing with a couple of people in tutorials. I had, don't you know Jai from last year, Jai Simmons? He came to me about half an hour before his Year 12 final maths exam and asked me a question. And I answered the question because he found it somewhere. That same question was on the exam. Because what happens is, up to about 10 years ago, if somebody asked me a question that was on the exam, I wouldn't give them an answer. But what did people very quickly realise? It's going to be an exam. So if Mr. Padley doesn't answer it, it's going to be on the exam. So I realised I'd have to give more clues by not answering it. But the more questions you ask of your children of me, the better you'll do, the more success you'll have. And enjoy it.
Last year with me, I was doing a question in the morning and it was identical, the equation.
And it can be, can't it? It can be absolutely identical. It really can. And that's the way that it goes sometimes. I remember my physics exam, I got a question almost the same because I'd revised it before. But that's, the more you put in, the more you're going to get out with it, aren't you? Yeah? Okay, so let me show you how to do this one. They love these type of questions. They absolutely love them because you can apply this to so many different things. Do you mind just going to put the air conditioner on for us? About 23, please. So, determine the line mx that divides the area into the curve, that, over 0, 2, into two regions of equal area. Justify all procedures and decisions by explaining mathematical reasons. Now, I love this question because I spotted a mistake when this original one came out. They had a mistake, they completely missed the x out. So they gave this question to us, but instead of saying 2x, it just said 2. And I knew it couldn't be, so everybody else was getting really worried on going. And then you think, it might look stupid, so I know what it's like when you put your hand around. This is a room about 200 people. Shouldn't there be an X in this? And yes, there should have been an X in this. Now, in an exam, you can't do that. So if you're writing it down, remember I've told you so many times, if you're writing it down and it doesn't look right, either you've stuffed up or they've stuffed up. Either way, you just got to move on. Yeah, no, exactly. Like I said before, yeah, please don't do that. Or don't. And there's a point to point your hand up, and sometimes you'll be tempted to be able to put your hand up to tell people, they can't do anything. They can't do anything. In the old system, yes, we could have done, but this is a better system. This is everybody's fair. If there's a stuff up, it's a stuff up for everybody.
Would they remove that from the
Yes. We don't even worry about this. Remember, and what Mr. Fernandez said, just worry about what you're doing. You just go, right, don't care, it's either me stuffed up or they stuffed up, maybe not. We'll look back at it. Yes? Don't let it worry you. So let's have a look. So firstly, what you need to do is put the information in. So what I mean by put the information in, you've got to really think about what you're going to do and how you're going to make it as easy as possible. Now, first thing to do to make it as easy as possible is to start drawing it, in my opinion. Now, you might disagree with that, but I think it just makes it so much easier. So first thing I do, I start plotting it. It will get you marks as well. Don't bother thinking about how many marks you'll get from it, just do it. So what we get is, we've got a line, y equals mx, and it divides the area into the curve. So first thing, let's actually have a look at this curve. So it's y equals 2x, 2 minus x, and it's over 0, 2. That means it actually touches 0 and touches 2. Remember, what would it be, what would the parenthesis be, what would the brackets be if it didn't touch? The curve ones. I know you guys didn't do much of that, but I think we've got quite a lot of practice now, haven't we? So it means it's going from 0 to 2. Alright? So we're going from 0 to 2. Now let's have a look. Before you do anything, is it going to be smiley face or sad face? Sad, because it's x times negative x. And let's just very quickly do the x and y intercepts. The x intercepts is at y equals 0. So it's 0 equals 2x, 2 minus x. Therefore, by the null factor law, you haven't got to say this, but you have to say the other bit at least. The null factor law, x equals 0 or 2 minus x equals 0. A few of you who keep putting 2 equals 0. Can we make 2 equals 0? No. So the 2 doesn't matter, it's whatever the variables are. So x is 0 or x equals 2. So it cuts at 0 and 2. There's no need to do the y-intercept because you know what y-intercept is now, it's already done it. So then you draw it. It hasn't got to look brilliant, it really hasn't. Alright, good idea to label it. You won't lose any marks for not labeling it because it's not asking you to sketch it, I don't think. No, but it's just making it clear to you. Then it says there's a line y equals mx. Now y equals mx, there's actually a lot you know about y equals mx. Where is it going to cut the x-axis? 0. How do you know that?
Because it doesn't have y-intercept. It's just
Yeah, it doesn't have a y-intercept, does it? So it's not like mx plus c. It doesn't have a y-intercept. So we know, I'm just going to write this out because I'm quite confusing over there. We've got y equals 2x, 2 minus x, and y equals mx. You happy with that? Now what it's asking you to do, it's saying to find the line that divides the area under the curve into 2 equal regions. Now you could actually find the line of mx plus c if you wanted, but it's not asking you to do that. There is actually other lines that divide it. They're trying to make it simpler for you to say it's pivoted around 0, 0. So don't make life complicated for yourself. You probably still get marks for it, but it's just silly. It really is silly. Let's just be honest, it's very, very silly. So you've got to make it so that these 2 areas are going to be the same, aren't they? Yeah? So to make the areas the same, we're going to have area A and area B. Now area A and area B have got to be what? Equal. Yeah? Or you could say area A has got to be half of all the area, of the total area. You know, there's a couple of ways we can do it. It actually doesn't matter how we do it. There's various ways. We could say that if we want. We could also say area B equals half of area A plus B. That makes sense as well? Lots of different ways of doing it. Okay. What I do as a mathematician though is what do I want to find? The what? The easiest or hardest way? The easiest way, don't I? What do you think out of those two? Actually, the 2 I could do if I wanted. What do you think out of those two is probably the easiest one to do? And why? I haven't done any maths yet, so I'm just logically thinking what's the easiest one.
half area.
What, sorry? The half area. So I'm actually going to go for this one. And the reason why is we can actually a lot easier find that area, can't we? So we can find that area straight up. And that's going to get us marks. So even if you haven't got a clue how to do this question, first time I did this question, I wouldn't have had a clue. I'm going like logically, what can I do? So I say, right, let's do area A plus B. You could call it whatever you want. You could call it area C if you want to, but I'm making it easy the person who's marking it. It's going from 0 to what? 2. You feeling alright, Harrison? Sorry?
I just had a timetabling problem that just happened. It's all good.
Okay. Sure? Do you want to go sort it out? You're welcome to if you want.
No, I just didn't meet up with someone I wanted to.
Don't worry about it, honestly.
So,
So, 2.
She just played some of the videos, but I'm sure you can see it now. Oh, you weren't meant to. It was only like.
no, I emailed her last night. I emailed her last night asking if I could meet with her tomorrow. And then we just got the email saying can you meet me at 1:00
Don't worry, we have got lots. Yeah. Don't worry, honestly. Yeah? We'll always have to make it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Not a deal. Not a deal. Okay. So, are we all happy with this?
Yes.
Yeah. So what we can do now is, you can't do it as it is at the moment. What do we need to do to this one so we can do it? Expand it, yeah. So, oops. What's 2x times 2? 4x minus what? Yeah. Dx. The Leo tutors are actually spot on with additional brackets around that. We won't put any marks in. So, now we've got this. That's showing we're going to integrate it. So when we integrate it, we do 4x squared over 2. Raise the power by 2. Minus 2. We have 1 to the power. Right. Okay with that? See, we're actually doing stuff. At the moment, I haven't even thought what I'm going to do yet, but I need to get this bit so I can do the half. So I'm just working through it. Let's pretend. What should we pretend is calculator or non-calculator? I don't really mind, do you? Non-calculator, yeah. So if we bung this into a calculator, we get the answer. Just for interest sake, let me just remind you something. I'm not sure if I've shown you guys this before, but what I can do, I'll make this a bit bigger. If it was on a calculator, you can actually do this without being on the graphing function. Some of you don't know this, sorry for not telling you. You go to Run Matrix, and Option, and Calc, I don't know so many steps for this. You can actually differentiate, second differentiate, integrate or solve. I just don't use it very often, it's really clever. So you can integrate, and you can integrate it in any form you want. So what was it, 2x brackets what?
2 minus x.
2 minus x. Now, I'm doing that because sometimes it won't like it like that. You might have to put brackets around it. You'll know if it's not working, it just won't work. It'll just say error. We'll just change it from 2, from 0 to 2. And that did work, big third. So if they did that, you're welcome to say on GC and do it. No need to do it my way if it's not graphical one. So you do this, you do 4 over 2. Actually, I probably should have simplified that, but I'm not going to carry with it now. I didn't simplify it, so don't worry about it. 2 squared over 2, minus 2, 2 cubed over 3, 0 minus 0. Useful to put those zeros just so you don't make a mistake. 2 squared over 2 is 2, so it's 8 minus. Now 2 cubed is 8, so it's going to be 16 over 3. Happy with that? So it's 2 times, yeah? And then, I just think it's easier to have it over, so I put that as what over 3? 20, what is it? So, is it 24? Yep, definitely, isn't it? Because times both by 8. By 8 by 3, sorry. And what's 24 minus 16?
8.
There you go. Didn't really need to calculate for that, did we? Yeah? Be careful, you're more likely to make a mistake on that than you are on that. So be very, very, very careful. Know your limits, that's why I quite often will do it manually, because I know I do a better job manually than doing it on my calculator. So there you go. We've got that area, haven't we? Now we can state this. This statement gets you a whole lot. You've actually got loads of marks already. And you haven't really answered the question, have you? And most people with this would just not do this question because it looks too hard. That's why, and we practice. That's why we're doing this practice test in week 6. Yeah, that's why we're doing the throwback next week. So we practice so that we get through those simple familiar and do a decent job, and then our confidence is really good, and we move and we get it done. You know, we can actually attempt some of these questions.
Will we be doing throwback in the double?
Yes. Did I throw in the double? I think I did. Whatever I said, I'll do it. I'll stick to what I said. So area B equals half of 8/3. Please be so careful with this. The amount of people who say half of 8/3 is 4/3. Are they correct?
No.
For God's sake. How would you do it? Times it. It's okay. You do that, yeah? But look what you can do. You actually can say 4/3.
Oh my god, really?
Because, remember, if you want, you can cancel it out. You can do how many 2's go to 8, 4, or you can cancel it out. Are you welcome to leave it as 8, 6? Yes. Just cancel it down. So I was being a bit mean there. I just
Why did you say that then?
I'm like, you're like, most people. I tried to cover his face. Like,
Yeah.
That was so mean.
but remember the story I was telling you? They missed out the X on this. You sometimes have to have confidence in your maths. Yeah? And it doesn't matter if you get things wrong, just laugh about it. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I always get things wrong. So we've got this. We found a lot out now, haven't we? We know the area of B has got to be 4/3. Now let's go back to the picture. Now what a lot of people do, they panic and decide to do the integral of y equals mx from 0 to 2. Is it from 0 to 2?
So you make a form of area X.
I will in a minute, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting there, don't worry.
Why is B half of A?
because, the question,
A plus B.
so it's about A plus B.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so look, half of area A plus B.
Okay.
If that's confusing, let's call the whole area C if you want. But look here, it's told you that they're halved. So area A plus area B, or it's half of it. You could do the top one, but it's not as easy, is it? Remember, it's easy to do under the line. Yeah? We haven't really worked above the line, either. We're going to do that today. So I'm trying to make it as simple as humanly possible. You're going to have a new skill by the end of today, but don't use it. Make it as simple as possible. So now we've got this. Now the issue is this. Look at this point here. This point definitely isn't 2, is it? No, it definitely isn't, is it? So we've got to be really careful. We don't want to just say that point is 2. That point is basically x along, we don't know how far along it is, and mx up. How do I know it's mx up?
It's on the line.
It's on the line, isn't it? It's got to be on the line. Now, for it to be on the line, what else could I say about it? What else, as well as being on the line, where does it cut as well? What other graph does it cut?
2x.
Yeah. So I'm going to call that point C. So I'm going to say